Welcome again to the Let's Be Frank podcast, where home improvement legend and metal roofing expert Frank Farmer talks about how you can improve your sales and customer satisfaction and grow your metal roofing business. Let's Be Frank is brought to you by Metal Roofing Consultants, training successful metal roofers nationwide. Learn more at metalroofingconsultants.com. And by Isaiah Industries, in the business of manufacturing the very best permanent roofing solutions for homes across North America and around the world. Learn more at isaiahindustries.com. Today's topic on Let's Be Frank, aggressive salespeople are turnoffs. Frank, what is an aggressive salesperson? I mean, aren't they all aggressive? Isn't that part of the deal?
You know, aggressive salespeople are they're salespeople who are simply trying to do their job to the best of their ability. Sometimes they're considered rude and forceful, but they don't think that they are. They think they need to be like that. They think they need to be pushy. And Jim, many businesses rely on having an aggressive salesperson. An aggressive salesperson, though, walks a very fine line between being convincingly effective and being forcefully objectionable. Crossing that fine line is where the problem comes in.
All right, so how do you walk that line? How do you stay in balance?
To utilize an aggressive style, because that is their personality style, is aggressive, and they've grown up that way since they were young kids, and they found out they could do well in sales by being aggressive. Mm-hmm. But to take advantage of that with the customer, aggressive salespeople require them to put all of their focus and all of their interest on the customer. Okay. So you see, an aggressive salesperson, once they focus on that customer and the customer realizes this aggressiveness is to help them, mm-hmm. the customer dismisses that aggressiveness and sees it as extremely helpful and says, wow, I'm glad this guy's on my side. The customer has to feel that you're there for them. If you do not show genuine interest for that customer, they're going to see your aggressiveness as arrogance.
You're just a jerk.
You're that idiot that was here. Okay. You're the one they can't wait to get rid of. Okay. When you cross that fine line.
But if they feel that you care about them and you're genuinely interested, then some of the more aggressive things you say get dismissed.
Yes, but what happens when you start focusing on a customer and really caring about them and learn active listening? Mm-hmm. Okay. Your aggressiveness naturally gets toned down.
Yeah.
So you start changing behavior. The problem comes in when salespeople are aggressive and they get away with being aggressive and they start making sales.
Okay.
Because then it gets enforced that this is the way that we need to be to get sales.
This is how to do it.
Yeah. Okay. So they submarine themselves.
Okay. So give me an example of a salesperson who has gone too far with this. They've lost their ability to really judge themselves in these situations.
Okay. A good example could be when you're presenting price, and a lot of companies will employ a discount that's good only for today. Mm-hmm. A person that's aggressive and doesn't understand how to tone that down and how to choose their words properly might say to somebody, if you don't make up your mind now, if you don't give me a decision right now, you're going to lose this discounted price.
Okay.
And the customer is thrown back.
They feel cornered, yeah.
They see it as pushy. Mm-hmm. It's over-aggressive. Done more than once, and that customer is going to totally shut you off. Okay? I'll contrast that to somebody who understands toning it down, and they might ask that same question in a little different way. It might be, can you tell me when you might make your decision? Mm-hmm. See, what this does is this opens the door for further discussion in a very non-threatening way. And that's what we want to get out when we're closing anyway, mm-hmm. is to find out what the objection is. So instead of driving that customer away, we actually we get them talking, and we discover what are the constraints that this customer is dealing with. Mm-hmm. And when you care about somebody else's constraints, they start to trust you mm-hmm. more. So they dismiss the aggressiveness.
Okay. Does this kind of sales approach naturally lead to more cancellations, more regret on the part of the customer? They feel like they were pressured, things like that?
It does. With an aggressive person. Mm-hmm. When we tone it back, though, and it's all about them, you still have a customer that's going to be, because you've been aggressive in the close, you still have a customer that is going to be apt to cancel. Mm-hmm. Okay? And so that at that point, after you've closed everything down, you've got to go through very methodically with that customer why they decided to buy. Why did they decide today to buy? Mm-hmm. And you've got to talk about the values that this customer is going to get out of it.
Okay.
And then you have to make an offer if you feel ibby-jibby in your stomach that this customer still isn't happy, to offer to tear up the contract.
Wow. Okay.
So it gives you the opportunity sitting at the table to rip up the contract and still put together the deal. Mm-hmm. I've torn up many contracts. Very seldom did I actually ever leave the house without a sale.
Really?
Yeah, because it puts the person at ease. You got to think about it. It takes away all the pressure. Deal's done. We ain't doing it.
Okay, yeah.
And then you get talking. And you can look at them and say, when we talked about the challenge that you had, what would be your plan? Mm-hmm. And all of a sudden they become your friend. You look for new solutions. What was making them uneasy? And you're able to put that sale back together.
Well, that's got to be hard to sit there at that moment and when you're closing and tear up the contract.
But you have to understand you're not done. Mm-hmm. It's just part of the process that you realize. You never should leave a home thinking this person might cancel. Mm-hmm. There's many things that you can do as a sales rep. You can call a manager and you can run through the order, and by going through that order with that manager, the manager is going to pick up. Okay, let's make sure this is really cemented in here. You can have a conversation that, and go through why this customer wants to do this and go through everything. And then let the manager ask some tough questions like, are you 100% comfortable with what we're doing today? Mm-hmm. Okay, and logging in this sale and doing all of those things to take it right to the end to make sure there is no uncertainty in that customer's mind.
And you've got to trust that voice, you said. You said you can tell when you're getting,
you know what?
You don't have the deal quite done.
Some signs that you'll see out there. People want to write you a post-dated check. In this day and age where you can transfer money in 15 seconds, why do we need a post-dated check for next week, Monday? Mm-hmm. Those are red flags that are out there. Okay, that they start saying, I hope my family will approve of this. Mm-hmm. Man, I just don't know if I'm making the right decision. Mm-hmm. Oh, you are. And that salesperson kicks in and they're trying to convince them. Stop the convincing. Mm-hmm. Say, no, I need you to be 100% comfortable. Mm-hmm. What is it you're uncomfortable with? Offer to tear up the contract. Now, we still got this problem we got to take care of. Mm-hmm. How are we going to handle it? What else can I do to help you? Mm-hmm. And you, if you tear up a contract, you have an opportunity to save it. Mm-hmm. If you leave and they cancel, chances are you're not getting back in to save the deal.
It's torn up
it's
anyway.
Done.
Yeah.
It's
okay.
done.
So it sounds like what you're after in being a top salesperson then is a balance.
Yes.
Between confidence and knowledge and being able to talk to the customer.
You have got to understand that you're there 100% for that customer. Okay? Once you understand that that's the only thing that really matters, like I said, if you're getting the ibby-jibbies inside this deal might kick, you've got to stop. You have to stop right then and there and look at them and offer to get rid of the deal and make that customer all of a sudden becomes comfortable again. Yeah. Now you're in a workable situation.
Yeah. And we'll end this edition of Let's Be Frank right there. Thanks for listening. Let's Be Frank is sponsored by Isaiah Industries, in the business of manufacturing the very best permanent roofing solutions for homes across North America and around the world. Learn more at isaiahindustries.com. Let's Be Frank is a production of Metal Roofing Consultants, training successful metal roofers nationwide. Learn more at metalroofingconsultants.com.